Okay. Ooh, what a night last night. What a night last night. La screen, even. Good point. VIP down. Funniest Cthulhu with the screen. Well said. Well said. Absolutely well said. Lahik Co-Whiskey. Hey, Frame Breeze. What's up, buddy? Okay. Couldn't stay up last night, but I caught up with the VOD this morning. It was a good time. Dude, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my God. Whew. Not so much as 40 winks, truth be told. Good morning. Too selfless, that's your problem, but you'll be no good to anyone if you don't take a break every once in a while. Anyway, not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet the helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link portal. Uh-oh. The last we saw with Estinian was that he was in the throne room with Xenos after he had gotten his body back. Okay. We might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the first. Great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Lahamin to join us. Okay. Meet you at the terrace in the House of Splendors. Thank you, V-Sing. If you want to be ready for Endwalker, you got to finish 5.1 to later than tomorrow GL. What? What's up, JT Brig? I'm planning on playing today. I'm here until 3-ish, and then I'm back on for the cozy stream. And tomorrow we're pretty much on all day. Tuesday we're pretty much on all day. So I don't know how long these patches are, but we're gonna be doing our best. Yeah. No lunch break? We'll see. Depends on how I feel. Yep, we'll see. If I want to take a lunch break today, we'll take a lunch break. If I don't, we won't. I kind of go off however my body's feeling at the time. I'm an endurance streamer these days, not a sprinter. So if my body says go get lunch, I'm gonna go get lunch. That's just how it works. You know what? I'm just gonna fly up. Whatever. Still waking up? Oh, that's cool. Hi. I'm so used to not flying anymore. Oh, it might has been too long. Did mention that I will be joining you, did she not? Did. Thank you. Words cannot express how I have longed to know more of the first. The world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. Should be arriving shortly. Hey, Dream Scythe, what's up, buddy? What time is it for you Americans? It is currently 8:04 in the AM. In the AM. Yeah. Boo, boo. And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts to the next Oracle, the girl who Thancred named Reen. Yep, and you'll never meet her, unfortunately. Go smile. To have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. I have enough money to buy Exarchic gear if eye level becomes a problem. Oh. And that, we'll take a look, maybe. I might ask a favor of you when you return to the first to tell Rin what I cannot. Oh. Tell her thank you. And I would like to offer thanks to you as well for staying with her to the end. Begging your pardon, but I have a word? Oh. Hey, dude. Riol, I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from our helper. I wish. Nay, I've not had a peep out of him, and it's been a good long while, too. Too bloody long. I'm going to sneak over the border to see if I can get a signal to him closer up. But what if they catch you? Well, it ain't as if we can ask Thancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through Gimlet now that the fighting's died down. And it beats waiting around here twiddling my thumbs. I nearly forgot Kryle's at the stones and she wants a word. Something to do with a patient. She was getting ready to examine when I left. Uh-oh. Okay. If you guys head back, then I'm sure it's important. Cute wave. Okay, let me take a look at the let's hit a market board real quick and see how bad this is going to be. Is there a market board here? I gotta go to town. Let's take a look. Blood for the blood streamer? No thanks. I don't need your blood. Just your time. That'd be great. I'm a time vampire, not a blood vampire. Okay. Of course. The first thing we see is a cat lady in cute panties bending over when we get to Limsa. Never change, Final Fantasy 14. Never change. Let's go to here. Alright, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for armor. Can I... here we go. Yeah. This is it, right? I want eye level to be... Oh, I can't search by eye level? I have to type in something. So I want Exarch, right? Exarch. Exarchic? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. How do I sort this list? Okay, don't. I don't need any of that. Ah, here we go. Okay, okay. There's the hood. Yeah, I guess I do need to buy the belt, don't I? Kind of sucks because I'm not going to use it next expansion, right? I guess I probably should. Don't bother. Dume. Oh, no, it's just fine. He says, as somebody who doesn't enjoy really watching 14, when do you think you'll return to other games? We will definitely be doing Halo Infinite. We're going to be doing a 100% Legendary run. And that is coming up early December. That's the next like big game we're doing. Yeah, I guess I have to buy the belt. Well, let's take a look at our eye level after we do this. Current eye level is 421. Now it's 454. Okay, so I definitely need it to be higher. That's going to be a big jump there. Oh, also I need to get the weapon. Yeah. Oh, we can also get Exarchic. Ooh. Let's get the sash. Oh, I got plenty of money, man. Okay, okay. Earrings we're not going to replace. Neo is she Guardian? Don't get belt? That's fine. Too late, chat. It's too late. I need the weapon. Handgun. Oh, fancy. Okay. Can I get 2 rings? 495. We're good. We're good, right? That's it. Fantastic. Okay. Great. Back in business. Let's do it. All right. So, let's go to Tataru and the Rising Star. I actually know it while we're here. Sorry, bunny lady. I need to click on you. Very rude. Oh, thank you, Julia. Cool. Very cool. Oh, hey, Julia. I was talking to somebody last night. Do you think we could make the Cohh comfy emote like a picture of a really cute Letho, like with a huddled up in a blanket watching the stream instead of asleep? I was having a talk with a sub last night, and they were very confused because they thought that Cohh comfy was a sleeping emote. And I was like, no, it's supposed to be like you're comfy watching. And then they were like, well, why aren't their eyes open? And I was like, no. So Julia says we already had that. Did we? Did we have it coming? Another version, didn't we? Oh. I would believe you over me. Is there any, do you have that handy, Julia? Can you resend it to me then? Basically just like sitting on a couch. Like you'd be wrapped up in a blanket sitting on a couch. Guomi says copying Dan's emotes. Oh, Guomi, you sweet summer child. Everyone has fun with emotes on Twitch. Dan has copied literally half of my emotes, and I have probably copied just as much as his. Everyone goes back and forth. Everyone has their own flavor. I go generally a day or two having a new emote before Dan makes one too.
So,
That's the way of the game.
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
Here, Logion. Thanks, buddy.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them? I'm afraid there may be.
Uh-oh.
I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed.
Oh, also big thanks to Julia for a new holiday emotes.
Tellingly,
like 5
the
of them
degree
are
of
in.
instability varies between them.
Or more, actually.
Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time.
We gotta get him back soon.
Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
That is hilarious, and I'm actually going to ask him about that next April 1st.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured, Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Yeah, the Cohh loot emote is amazing. It's so good. He's stealing all your presents, chat. Can't stop, won't stop. No rest for the righteous, eh? He's our little Christmas
I realize
loot
you've
gobbo.
only just returned from saving 2 worlds, but time is not on our side.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct?
Mm-hmm. Nodders.
Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I, for one, am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation.
Okay.
We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Wow, Julia! Oh my lord. Scary Rain, welcome to the free company. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. Go to here. Unable to teleport at this time, maybe because that's up. Yeah, that seems to be what happens, like, to most emote artists. And I feel like that's what separates, like, good artists from great artists. Because there's no question that every so often you'll see somebody, like, making, like an emote artist will make an emote, and then clearly they market themselves to a bunch of other streamers. And you basically, instead of making, like, new emotes for the other streamers, they just reskin their emotes. Which is always unfortunate. Like, that's got to be kind of, like, deflating to the person who commissioned the originals, you know what I mean? But then there's really good artists where they, like, actually, like, from the ground up remake, like, oh, you want a high emote? Well, here's your high emote. You know, it makes it much more personal, much more interesting. That's one of the reasons I use Julia, because even though she's me and Dan's emote, like, very, very rarely, if ever, have I been able to look at one of my emotes and one of Dan's, even if they're the exact same emote, and been like, those look identical. They never do. They've never, like, I've never had to do that. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons we love Julia so much, but it's definitely something I see more and more on Twitch, unfortunately. Julia is overpowered. Agreed. Every emote feels special. You want pizza for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. You know it's 8 in the morning, right? We can't have pizza for dinner. It's 8 in the morning. A second. Oh, fuck. Kai just wanted me to know he wants pizza for dinner. Okay. Cohh, you returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. Pizza for breakfast, come on. Oh, come on. Yo, we're at 472 in the FC with 10 invites pending. You want to get in, you better hurry. Corporate Aether shows signs of instability. By the gods, a possibility never even occurred to me. I think I'm gonna have pizza for breakfast now. You're an adult and you do it. You should have pizza and brownies for breakfast. You know why? Because you can. Yep. Hey, Zerlus. Tis but a mercy be the likes of Mistress Kryl and Master Batoya to keep our friends' bodies safe while we wrestle the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Planning says, please read the entire application website. Okay. I'm like Shadowbringers so far. Oh, I finished the main story last night and it was incredible. The ending like 3 to 5 hours was just, I felt like I was strapped in a bullet train going at max speed. It was awesome. It was just like big reveal, big thing, big reveal. Like, oh, it was so good. It was so good. Loved it. It made up for all the slowness that I felt earlier in the area.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion.
The big empty?
Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed.
Word Angle says, I'm watching it now. Shame on you for doing it in the middle of the night. Dude, I'm sorry.
I
hope you understand. Like, I have to keep moving.
Mistress Kryle's findings.
I have to keep moving. I wish I could have saved all that stuff for the main streams. Thankfully, it's all on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. If you ever want to experience it or experience it again. Yep.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
For everyone asking if I'm doing
Perhaps
X or
an
Y
explanation
content,
of the
all depends on
method by
timing.
which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy.
You
The
can advise
magic
we
that
traded?
summoned
No.
you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
Oh yeah, Julia, can we do that one with the eyes open? With like cute anime eyes? I think that'd be perfect.
I would not soon throw my life away. Not after the lengths you and yours went to save it.
That's great.
And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
And that's you killing yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
Wow. Wow. Wow.
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides.
I can keep my stuff.
This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
So,
Are you
like,
suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change.
oh Lord.
Vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on his part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured.
My guy's like, I don't know if I like the sound of this.
White Auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose.
Oh.
It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
This doesn't sound risky.
Soul
Objectify
preservation
respectfully.
and
That's right.
transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us.
No,
On the far shore
Suryo.
of the source, there stands a
Cool,
great
man.
palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Thank you, DJ Spade.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Thank you, Overly Jamie. Says congrats on finishing 5.0. Okay. Now we are going to talk to you. Ragnarok says, anyone want to do expert roulette? Ooh. Okay. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there. Willest thou journeyest thither? I think it best I devote mine energies to the creation of light oversight. By the leave, of course. Process requireth no small amount of time, and should the new moon consent to us to lend us the aid, we'll have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Oi. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and do be prepared for a warm reception. Oi. In it. Dude, I'm so glad we got flying. I am so glad we got flying. Boop. Meow. Come fly with Cohh, come fly with Cohh, let's fly away with Cohh. Did I get the shark mount? Fishing, my main class. I'm a primary fisher, alternate Immaculate Jesus. Hey H-Med, good morning. How are you? I will get the damn fish.
Cohh, get the damn fish!
Way ahead of you, Chad. What is this? They've no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into the creations. By them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. Okay. Oh, so we're doing this. This is a fight. Okay. surprised Cohh isn't playing Skyrim because it added fishing. You just wait until I have a gap in my schedule. I schedule. Not getting involved there. The averted calamity and the light which seemed destined to consume him has been extinguished. It is only natural that we be pleased to see him. Of course, let us proceed to the palace. Kagutsuchi, how are you, buddy? The Grand Cosmos. This is where you would have been locked out if you didn't get your gear. Oh, this early? Grand Cosmo. Okay, we've got Canadian with the deets. We've got Hal with the tank. And we've got Bai with the heal. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit upset at this thought, and it just kind of plagues me. So I wanted to ask someone. This is a 100,000 highlight question. I thought to ask someone I thought was a bit more genuine as a streamer content creator. Another streamer made a statement about a week or so ago that troubled me, not just as a 14 player, but could be an effect on other games too. It has been loosely stated that the new streamer content creators are looking in advance to plot points in 14 to do a reaction that the players of 14 would deem proper. Okay. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do I think that happens? I wouldn't be surprised. Why is that? Because I think just like with everything in life, I think some people care more about their show than being genuine. So I would not at all be surprised that there are people that would rather put on a show that they feel is good than they would to be genuine. Do I think that's common? I don't. And also, I think that the people that do that, it's probably going to be relatively obvious. It's probably going to be relatively obvious. Like, especially if they do it often. But on that note, here's where it gets weird. On that note, like, I don't know why anyone would want to ruin the experience. Like, if you think you're going to improperly react to something, then like, that's such a weird mindset to have. That's so strange. Like, can you imagine how stressful it would be to stream or do anything in life if you were just worried that you were going to react improperly naturally? The insecurity that you'd have to have in that is really crazy to think about. And what's even weirder is this game. I mean, there's definitely gray areas in this game that are interesting and cause discussion, but I wouldn't really say this game is not exactly straightforward with what it is. This game is pretty much a pretty standard, I want to make the player feel awesome about being a hero kind of game, you know? So at that point, it's kind of like, how would you react improperly to that? Like, this game kind of lays it all out there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not trying to pull any punches, and it's not trying to hide what it is. So yeah, to answer your question, do I think it happens? Not often, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. What's hard to understand? What if Cohh said he didn't like Shadowbringers and M itself sucked? How many people would have been happy? How many people would have been disappointed? Oh, I mean, I frequently say things are overhyped if I don't like them, or if people love things, I say I don't like them. That's how you foster discussion. Like I said, do you remember earlier when I was like, man, I was worried I was going to be making a this isn't that hype video. But I mean, honestly, here's the thing. You want to be real? You want to be real about this? A streamer will get more publicity going against the tide. So honestly, if a streamer looks up something on how to react properly, then they're probably going to get less views overall, because then they're just doing what everyone else does. But I think you're probably going to have, I would have definitely had more views and more attention if I would have been like, you know what, Shadowbringers overhyped. I didn't really like it, and here's why. Like, that would have been like, oh, that probably would have sent shockwaves out to the community I know. So yeah, like, again, the whole premise is kind of weird. Yeah, the whole premise is just kind of weird. We're missing somebody. Bye. Why do I always have to invite you twice? It's weird. Last like 3 times I've tried to invite you, I've had to invite you twice. It's only you. I don't have to do anyone else. Kind of strange. I don't know why that happens.